Hello everyone, my name is Sayla Usama, Master 2 student in Applied Microbiology. Today we will define a very important person in biology, Gregor Mendel, the father of modern genetics. Mendel, an Austrian monk, is widely recognized as the father of genetics for his groundbreaking work on inheritance patterns in pea plants. His meticulous experiment and insightful analysis laid the foundation for modern genetics, revolutionizing our understanding of heredity and influencing countless scientific advances. Overview of Mendel's life and work. Early life and education. Born in 1822, Mendel received a formal education in philosophy and natural sciences, laying the groundwork for his future scientific endeavor. Monastery life and botanical studies. Joined the Augustinian order in 1843, where he continued his study in botany, dedicating himself to the intricate working of plant inheritance, pea plant experiment and data analysis. Mendel meticulously planned and executed experiments with pea plants over 8 years, allowed him to unravel the fundamental principle of inheritance. Mendel's experimental approach, controlled crossbreeding. Mendel carefully selected pea plants with distinct traits like flower color or seed shape, and controlled their pollination to observe offspring. Quantitative analysis. He meticulously recorded the characteristics of each generation, analyzing the data to identify patterns and ratios of inherited traits. Statistical interpretation. Mendel used mathematical analysis to interpret his findings, drawing meaningful conclusions about the underlying principle of inheritance. The principles of inheritance, genes and allele. Each trait is controlled by a pair of genes, with each gene having two possible forms called allele, representing different variations of the trait. Dominant and recessive allele. One allele can mask the effect of the other, creating a dominant-recessive relationship, determining the observable trait. Segregation of allele. During reproduction, each parent contributes only one allele of each gene to their offspring, ensuring genetic diversity. Mendel's laws of inheritance. There is three laws. The first, law of dominance. Each these laws states that in a pair of allele, one is dominant and the other is recessive. The dominant allele masks the expression of the recessive allele in the phenotype. The second, law of independent assortment. Allele for different traits segregate independently of each other, meaning inheritance of one trait doesn't influence the inheritance of another. The third, law of segregation. Each individual carries two alleles for each trait, and during gamete formation, these alleles separate, ensuring each gamete receives only one allele. Dominant and recessive traits. Dominant allele express their corresponding trait even when paired with a recessive allele, masking the recessive trait's expression. Recessive allele only express their corresponding trait when paired with another recessive allele. Otherwise, their expression is masked. Genotype and phenotype. Genotype. The genetic makeup of an organism, represented by the combination of alleles for each trait. phenotype, the observable physical characteristic of an organism, resulting from the interaction of its genotype and the environment. Punnett square and probability. Predicting offspring traits. Punnett square are used to predict the possible genotype and phenotype combination of offspring from a given cross, based on the parental allele. Probabilistic inheritance. Mendel's law of inheritance are based on probability, predicting the likelihood of specific traits appearing in the offspring. Mendel's contribution to molecular biology. Chromosomes as carriers of genes. Mendel's work laid the groundwork for understanding that genes are located on chromosomes. The physical structure that carry genetics information. Mechanism of inheritance. Mendel's principles provide a framework for understanding the mechanism of inheritance, including DNA replication, transcription, and translation. The legacy of Gregor Mendel. Foundation of modern genetics. Mendel's discoveries laid the foundation for modern genetics, influencing countless scientific disciplines, including medicine, agriculture, and evolutionary biology. Genetic disorder and disease. Understanding inheritance patterns has revolutionized our understanding of genetics, disorder, and disease, enabling personalized medicine and genetics testing. Agriculture advancement. Mendel's principles have been applied to agriculture breeding, resulting in crops with increased yields, pest resistance, and nutritional value. Thank you for your watching.